what are the teething issues of traditional tools and techniques and hypnosis and coaching sessions. If you look through any of my content, you can see that what I promote is the organic and natural trance. I don't promote any techniques, frameworks, tools whatsoever, because there are so many teething issues with them, and I just want my clients to get breakthroughs in the fastest way and in the most natural way. So what are these teething issues? So one of them is, like, for example, when you've got the tool and you walk the client through that tool. You walk the client through the tool, and at the end you just pull them out, right? You just pull them out, and it's neither finished, your tool's finished, but your client might not be finished yet. So what we do in advanced conversational hypnosis, when the client is in a trance, for example, and or in an unconscious moment, or when the client's having some sort of emotion going on, we wait until that is completed. We wait until that is finished. We've got different techniques, different methods to deal with it, but we don't pull them out just because the tool says, all right, ask this question, and then pull them out and then ask another question. Because what happens is, when you do that, you interrupt with their subconscious mind making that change inside of them. Also, while you're walking them through that tool, oh sorry, that's weird eyes, sun behind me. While you're walking them through that tool, you're not actually focusing on the client. You're not truly present. You're hyper focused on that tool. I remember when I was doing the regression hypnotherapy, I used to be so hyper focused on what I should do next. What's the next step? Is the 3 scenes of a regression enough? Is that already, like, have they accessed their root cause? Have they untangled everything they needed to untangle? And you're just guessing. It's a guesswork. Maybe you need 3 scenes, maybe you need 4 or 5, or maybe the root cause, or as we call it in advanced conversational hypnosis, subconscious payoff is not actually in the past where you're trying to look for it. So what happens in advanced conversational hypnosis is that when they have a spontaneous regression, they have it spontaneously. I don't tell them to regress. We don't tell them to regress. We don't tell them to do anything. And the client is finished when the client is finished. We don't assume that the client is finished. If we see that the client's not finished, we keep going until they are done. And normally how you know that they are done is when they say, when you ask them and you test, when you ask them, what's happening to your problem, we've talked about all of these things, there's been a lot of emotions, what's happened to your problem? And if they say, I don't think that I have a problem anymore. I think I can actually do this. I think I'm going to do this in this way. And then they start telling you how they're going to implement something that they were not able to do before. Either it's like stopping smoking or not procrastinating anymore, getting motivated to do the exercise, etc., etc. And what we do next is we test. We test how strong their resource is, how strong they know that they can actually do that thing that they're saying that they're going to do, and how solid their resource is. So this all eliminates all of the guesswork, which the tools and techniques, they don't actually give you that confidence that it's, where the client is done. The tool and framework and technique might be done, but your client might not be done. So in my mind, advanced conversational hypnosis is the must-have method in your practice, because that just gives you so much more flexibility. Before session, because you don't need to prepare anything. How can you prepare for something that comes out of their subconscious? You don't know, they don't know. Flexibility during the session, you don't have to follow anything, rely on scripts, rely on tools. And flexibility after the session as well, you don't have to prepare any audios or anything like that. So if you feel that this is something that you want to implement in your practice, that you're fed up with relying on scripts and tools and second guessing, just DM me ACH and we're going to have a chat, and I'm going to show you how it can elevate your practice and your sessions and get you as close to 100% success rate as possible.